Wow. it's, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, we've been doing these shows week in and week out, talking about transverse, and it's now the 19th of July, and we are honing in on what could be the first of several signings this week. Big business is getting done at West Ham, and we, as West Ham fans, are absolutely over the moon as long as we get those deals done. Roll the titles. I have to just welcome back you to the West Ham Network. I'm Antony. If you're new around here, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you do hit that thumbs up. Please leave a comment. And of course, if you are interested in becoming a channel member, then of course, hit that channel membership. Now, I've got to apologize because I do like to do a lot of live shows, but haven't been able to do them as often as I would like. But coming into the new season, then I will be back bringing you those live shows. But tonight we are playing on my home turf. I am 30 minutes away from Glasgow Rangers as West Ham take on Rangers in a pre-season friendly. I'm going up with the family and I'm looking forward to that trip. Hopefully we'll bring you some of the content from live from the stadium, from the game, etc. I'm looking forward to it, taking a little boy. My family, my mum and dad are going. Some brothers and sisters are going as well. So it should be a great day out. Now, we're going to see some of the big guns who came back from international duty, which I'm looking forward to seeing, of course, for the kids to see as well. But we are, and I'm going to be doing a predicted 11 soon. But I thought I'm going to hold off on this predicted 11 because this predicted 11 could change dramatically by the end of this week or the next 10 to 14 days, because I genuinely believe we are in the market to get some big business done. Huge business is going to get done, and that is this man, Armando Broja. I can't believe it, but I mean, listen, if you believe everything you read, then we are led to believe, strongly led to believe, that this man is coming through the door next, and it could be as soon as today, tomorrow, over the next couple of days. Now, we do know David Moyes has been a huge fan of the striker and has placed him at the top of his target, and it looks like we are potentially have agreed the personal terms with him. Now, what we are also hearing from several reports are the deal is extremely close to getting done. Now, the issue we probably do have here is that we may have to accept a loan deal. However, we do know that West Ham are pushing to get the deal made permanent. Now, we have submitted a £30 million bid plus add-ons, and like I said, it's been close to, from what we understand, the personal terms have been agreed. Now, apparently, Broja has said he is looking for a permanent move away from the club, not another loan spell, after spending last season on loan at Southampton. And we are expecting potentially other clubs to come in and hijack the bid. But I think West Ham are right up there, and we could see this deal get done extremely soon. Now, we are led to believe it's going to be £25 million up front if we can get the permanent deal over the line, with £5 million plus for add-ons. And we are desperate to bring in someone in that position. I mean, he is a player that really probably would fit the mold. He's a prime example of a player that you look at and you think his stats don't read fantastically well, and he's not prolific in terms of goal scoring, and he is still so young, but he's not, he's only really had one season in the Premier League in the first team under Southampton. And he's a an open book. He's willing to learn, and he's a big lad. He gets himself about as well. So I don't think he wants to stay at Chelsea, and I think he wants to come to West Ham, and I think he's obviously settled in London. He was born in London, even though he represents Albania at international level. And he did last week go out to Chelsea's pre-season tour of America. There was that scene, that picture where he was wearing that moon boot, and there was a concern about his injury. But we I've led to believe that everything's okay there, and he is on his way back to the UK. Could be back in the UK now, and fingers crossed we could try and get this deal over the line as quickly as possible. It'd be really good if we could get a deal like this over the line. And he did have an impressive season with Southampton, showing great signs of being a fucking top-notch striker at such a young age. He's a relentless striker, and he's shown that more than once last season. He's definitely got an eye for goal as well, and with his all-round footballing displays when he was at Southampton, he really does show why maybe David Moyes is looking at him. And he was, like I've mentioned earlier on, born in Slough, came through the Chelsea academy, and he represents Albania at international level, just as he did at youth level too. But what do we know about Broja? Well, I've updated the video, so here's everything you need to know about Broja. Now, listen, it's easy for us to put those videos together, and what's good about Broja is the fact that he has got Premier League experience. Now, we've spoken about Broja week in and week out. I've given you an in-depth offering of him, but let me just kind of run through some of the things that we have mentioned about him. That is, he's comfortable at dropping deep, and he offers an option during the build-up play. Of course, that meets every single bit of criteria that David Moyes is looking for, and that's what Antonio also brings to the game. And I think Broja has the ability potentially to do that better because he's the naturally gifted footballer. Not that I'm taking anything away from Antonio. And he likes to make late runs into the centre of the park where he can receive passes from a deep position from his own half. And he's the main focal point sometimes in many of the team's build-up plays. He's got very decent height. He is strong, and he's got a very good lean build to go with this, which allows him to be an effective target man, but also a man who works for the team. Like I said, drops deep, comes back, defends, you name it. He has got the work ethic, and you just have to watch his games when he played with Southampton. And in actual fact, watch the game that he played for Southampton against West Ham, in which he scored against us for, because he really was effective against us and really did cause us problems. Now, he's comfortable playing off small amount of touches, and even when you think there are defenders around him, he's got the ability to get himself out of really kind of stuck situations because he's got a good skill set. He's skillful with the ball. He knows how to play football, and he knows how to get himself out of sticky situations. He'll always back into players. He's always got his back to goal, but when he needs to attack, he's at full force, full pelt, and he is pretty quick as well. And he knows how to push players off the ball. He knows how to use his frame and his body. And should he be drawn into a physical tussle, he is well than capable enough of boshing people off there. And he's got a lot of calmness in the possession. Even when he's surrounded by defenders, he knows how to keep the ball extremely close to him. And I've said it several times, I think we've lacked that urgency of getting forward sometimes with pure quality that we had when we did have Lingard. Now we could have Lingard and Broja moving forward by the end of this week, and it's looking likely that these two are potentially coming through the door. But these two, and Broja in particular, does massively excite me. Now he is on low wages at Celtic, and he's going to come into West Ham and probably find himself being a very well-paid player. And I think that's the thing I'm trying to say about this video is David Moyes has changed my dynamics of how I look at football players and how I look at what he's looking to bring in. It's all about piecing the jigsaw together. And I think he is the sort of player that could really add that value to that jigsaw. And the good thing is, let's get him in now. We're 3 weeks away from the season. Let's get him 3 weeks of in and around the West Ham team and then progress. And fingers crossed, we'll see how that pans out for the season. But if we can bring in Broja, Onana, Lingard, Scamata, you name it, there's some other players there. Left back's been linked to us as well. Then, yeah, I mean, strength and depth, but pure and utter quality is ripping out of our team at that point, and it's going to be, no holds barred for the starting 11, which is why hopefully tomorrow I will bring you a rundown of our predicted starting 11 if these signatures go in. But leave a comment in the comment section and give me your thoughts on Broja coming in to West Ham. I'm buzzing. I'm excited. I want the deal done. I want to see him in that West Ham strip. I want to see him holding up that West Ham strip. And I'm going to make a bold prediction that we will get an announcement tomorrow with regards to Broja. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel because we'll update you as much as we can. Like I said at the start, right on the top of the show, if you are new around here, please make sure you do hit that subscription button. I do appreciate it. It's really cool. We're on a march towards 20,000 subscribers. Please hit that thumbs up as well. Please leave a comment if you're interested in becoming a channel member, then you can do that. Join me at 5 o'clock for the Hammers headlines, where I'll be bringing you some of the other news from today. But as it stands, is everything all signed, sealed, and delivered? A question mark is there, but we'll have to wait and see. But I think we're going to be seeing Armando Broja wearing a West Ham top and starting the season in the claret and blue of our beautiful West Ham. So stay safe, and of course, as usual, come on, you Irons.
It's like a family tree, part of you and